Orange County second grade parents, we are excited to bring you our May parent packet. This will be the last one for this year before your child gets ready to go to third grade. Can you believe it? Anyway, what we want to do is we want to show you and give you something that you can use all summer. So with this is a second grade comprehension retail ring. So what I've already done is cut these up, place them on the ring that's provided, and right here is going to give you all the directions you need as far as helping your student with this passage. Now, a couple of things. One, you want your child to be able to read about 95% of these words, right? Before you do this fun fluency activity that I'm going to add in. Having them read it for a minute, and then just putting a little mark, and then having them read the rest. Then telling them how many words they got the first time they read it is for in a minute. Putting that out to the side or letting them, making a little graph for them. So that would be, say they got 24 words the first time. Okay. Now, what I would do is then let them read for 1 minute 2 more times. And let them see themselves go from maybe 24 to 36 to 48, whatever, but they're going to see an increase because each time they read it, they're going to be more fluent. Now, I would let them do it in one sitting. Research says that's the best way. So, after they've read this, and you're going to need them to read the whole thing a couple of times, right? Before you start asking questions like, what's the title? Where and when does the story take place? Looks like real quick, maybe at Sam's house. Okay. So you're going to have all these questions, and then you've even got some that would kind of get your child really thinking, which character would you like to be as your real life friend? And why? Now, what I would do, you can use this with any narrative or story that your child reads. What I would do with this is as you ask them, now this is going to get them ready for third grade, okay? So, for example, if it said, where and when does the story take place? So that's our setting, right? Usually an author will tell you that in the very beginning. So in this one, he heard the garage door open. He sat down next to the door. As soon as he opened the door to come into the house, Sam ran out. So Matt came in, Sam ran out. So where and when does the story take place? Well, you want to use the question and restate it. The story took place at Matt's house, Sam's house, in the woods, wherever the story takes place. And it was during the day. So have them restate the question and give you the answer. How does the story end? The story ends, and then tell them how it ends. Now, get them to orally tell you those things. And once they're pretty good at it, have them write it down. Let them restate the question. How does the story end? The story ends when whatever happens. And let them write it down and get used to restating that question and answering it. And that will go a long way in getting them prepared for some of the expectations in third grade. Again, you can use this or any passage that they know about 95% of the words as an or reading passage to improve their fluency. Also, we have these stories these story questions that you can use with any story. You're going on vacation, they got a book, ask them a few questions. Now, let's look at our math activity for this month. Let's take a look at this math game. This is a multiplication practice game. Now, it's called Product 36. And did you know that actually you only have to learn 36 multiplication problems and you know them all? So, let's take a look at this. Right here, it gives you all the different multiplication problems you need. Then you also have, these are all blank, so you or your child can neatly write on each one. For example, on one side, you would write the multiplication problem, 3 times 4. On the other side, you're going to put the answer. Now, the object of the game is you're going to cut these up. You're going to, either two players can play, you're going to pull, and you're going to say, okay, 3 times 4, what is that? Now, I'm going to give you a little clue. Your child has been introduced to multiplication, but they have not begun to really learn their multiplication tables. So, what we want out of this is for you to help them understand, hey, 3 times 4 is actually 3 groups of 4. Okay? So, for example, if I wanted to write 3 groups of 4, okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I have 3 groups of 4. You could also make an array. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 4. There's your array. Or you could let them know, you can repeat it. 3 groups of 4, so you would go 4 plus 4 plus 4. Any of these ways are okay for them to begin understanding that concept of multiplication. Okay? If I've got 3 groups of 4, how many do I have? Let's see. If I add 4 plus 4, that's going to give me 8. 8 plus 4 more, it's going to give me 12. Same thing with this. Count them across and let them total them. Whatever's easiest, whatever strategy that your child really seems to go, oh, I get this. Let them do it. What we want is we want them to understand what we are doing with numbers and why it's important to be able to say, oh, we have 3 groups of 4. Now, you also want to tell them, what about 4 groups of 3? And then let them draw that out and see they're equal. So we can flip, just like in addition, right? Flip these factors in the front of the problem. Now, you can do it with groups. You can do it with repeated addition. You can do it with arrays. your child will eventually understand it and then be able to memorize 4 times 3 equals 12. So that's what we need to do to help them get ready for that 3rd grade math. Listen, do this during the summer. Have fun with it. Do it with chalk outside. Enjoy your child this summer as much as you possibly can. And as always, we thank you in Lawrence County for partnering with us as we work to develop proficient readers, writers, and mathematicians. See you next year.